If you clicked on this video, I can assume that you've been Heartstrike Silver for the past 3 years of playing. You're tired of the cycle of losing every game, losing motivation to improve, and losing the drive to rank up to reach Immortal. Luckily, you came to the right place. For the past 4 years, I've been obsessed with finding the fastest and best possible ways to rank up fast. Now, after almost 4 years of coaching others and reaching the heights of top 600 myself, while still being in university, balancing internship, becoming a YouTuber who can coach Valorant as a job, losing 100 pounds, and still finding time to do all this while being with my lovely girlfriend, I think I'm in a place right now where I can share the brutally honest advice that genuinely helped me not only rank up to Immortal 3 in just 1.5 months of playing when I first started, but also helped me improve my life as well. And if you're looking to find someone to teach you for Valorant, I recommend you join my Discord. If you're interested in potentially getting paid to play Valorant, enter exclusive giveaways where this month I'll be giving out 2 wooden keyboards to VIP members, receive a monthly coaching session from me, and learn how to balance gaming while improving your life. Join the 1% Club. In this VIP community, I'll be coaching everyone personally, where I've helped over 350 students reach their rank goals as fast as possible without having to sacrifice thousands of hours and dollars. I will be also giving everyone the secrets that I wished I knew when I first started playing that helped me reach Immortal in a month while losing 100 pounds, balance straight A's in high school, get into my dream university for economics, build a business that helps me pay for my parents' mortgage, and still have time to spend with my lovely girlfriend. I will also be hosting competitions and rewards based on players who progress within the communities, such as literally giving you $100 just for playing good and improving. I have only 25 spots left as my time is limited, so make sure to take advantage of this insane deal as it's only $1.66 per day by clicking the top link in the description. So the first piece of brutally honest advice that helps me reach Immortal in just 1 month, which is something I see so many players fail to implement, is to make decisions based on proof and not reads. Whenever I ask one of my students about why they make a certain decision, 9 out of 10 times they always respond to me with, "I'm not sure, I just felt like it." The difference between you staying stuck in Silver and a Radiant player is that most, if not all, the choices a Radiant player makes, it's all proven. A lot of people don't get that in Valorant. There are actual certain key fundamentals one must understand that can be carried out to the majority of situations in game. This isn't something that is revolutionary, but it is proven. Just like with math equations, you are probably not trying to develop your own way to do trigonometry. There are already proven formulas for you to use. The only difference in this context is that Radiants have just straight up more knowledge on the formulas from either doing their own research or just doing it themselves and finding patterns. So the best way for you to be able to learn more formulas is by actively thinking through every single death you have gone through and asking yourself, what choice could I have made there to make my chances of surviving higher? Now over time, as we consistently do this and are actually focused, we will start seeing patterns. We'll start telling ourselves that, maybe I should be silently jiggling this angle first then walking down. Or maybe I shouldn't play this angle as I keep dying from it. Let's try this off angle instead. Again, this isn't revolutionary stuff. This is the key formula to learn how to learn and figure out patterns that I constantly use to not just help my students improve, but also help me improve in my university studies, my gym performance, and how I script and make the videos you're watching right now. To take an example with losing 100 pounds, every time I felt stagnant with my weight loss or progress, instead of reverting back to my old, lazy, terrible habits, I took a genuine step back and asked myself, what was going wrong? Then I would make an educated assumption of what the problem might be through problem solving and my own research and applied action. Don't only make decisions off your own intuition and your gut feeling. Make sure those decisions have depth and are proven to work. And a much easier way to do that is to use this next tip that will genuinely change your outlook on improvement. So the second piece of brutally honest advice that I have for you guys, which so many people are scared of doing for some reason, is finding someone who's a couple steps ahead of you who can mentor you. As much as I'd like to take all the credit for the achievements that I have, I simply cannot do that because it wouldn't be truthful. The fact of the matter is I would have never gotten to where I am today without coaches and mentors helping me along the way. I would have never been able to reach Immortal in such a short amount of time, or lose 100 pounds in under 2 years, or build my YouTube channel that allows me to coach Valorant as my full-time job, and I wouldn't be half the man I am today. I was very brash, petty, and full of myself, which I think a lot of you can relate to. I thought that no matter what I did, it would have never gone better, even if I had the best teacher in the world. Luckily, I found myself in situations where I had people I could look up to. For example, with my academics, I always hated school and never really cared for it, until one day, one of my math teachers kept putting up with my bullshit and actually got through to me after just one conversation. And she asked me one simple question: what do you want to do with your life? Is it so important that you need to neglect school and the opportunities it can bring you? Even though many would have taken that the wrong way, it really opened my eyes. Why was I neglecting school so much? Just because it was boring and sometimes hard? My teacher really put into perspective why good mentors are so important. She single-handedly changed my whole outlook on what school was really about, and then I started working harder and actually bumped up my grades enough to get into a pretty solid university in my area. And I can admit, I'm not the best student right now, which is mostly due to my own negligence with me focusing more on this YouTube channel and my online business, but my teacher really showed me how important someone who you trust, it's someone who is there for your best interest is. And I hope that after hearing that, many of you would set your ego aside and take that actionable step to actively pursue a mentorship with someone you look up to and who is more experienced than you. And if you're looking to find someone to teach you for Valorant, I recommend you join my Discord. The third piece of brutally honest advice that I want to leave with you today is this: real unshakable confidence is earned, not given. You don't just wake up feeling like a beast, you become one by putting in the work, stacking your wins, and proving to yourself that you deserve it. I've said this before and I'll say it again. You are not entitled to success. Whether it's for Valorant or in life or anything else, you have to earn your spot. Confidence works the same way. Think about the most confident people you've ever met, the ones who walk into a room and everyone turns their head towards. Every single one of them have earned that energy. They got into elite universities, built elite level physiques, found meaningful relationships, hit financial goals most people only dream of, and maybe they're playing Valorant professionally and making 6 figures doing it, or even some who have all that and even more. Their confidence is built on proof. They've done the work. I didn't always have confidence. I used to suffer with crippling obesity. I was broke, afraid to put myself out there. I couldn't do a single push-up or pull-up. I was scared to talk to new people, and I doubted whether I could ever succeed with making content, and let alone do it as a full-time job. But then I started stacking proof one by one. I lost 100 pounds, I stopped letting fear control my decisions, I built my personal brand from the ground up, and every time I pushed past my limit, I gained more respect for myself. That's where confidence comes from. Not pretending, not faking it, but from earning it. So please start building your own personal resume, in-game and in real life. It doesn't matter where you start, just start. Stack your wins, build real proof, and that's how you earn real confidence that no one can take from you. And it could be small, like aim training every single day, or playing 5 DMs every single day, or doing 1 VOD review every day. And in terms of your own real life and self-improvement, if you struggle with choosing to what start first, I will always, and I mean always, recommend starting with your health. Me losing 100 pounds genuinely changed my outlook onto everything, and using what I learned from Valorant to transfer over to progress in my weight loss as well. And using what I learned from it actually made me a better Valorant player. Helped me become more disciplined, helped me become more aware of my surroundings, helped me stay active and increase my reaction time. And overall, it just helps you with literally everything you set in your life. Now, going to the next 4th brutal truth that you need to hear is that you need to learn to take criticism from people better than you. Believe me, I understand that it's infuriating listening to people nitpick your gameplay, but you have to get through your thick skull that most, if not all of these critiques will help you, especially if it's from a player who's a higher rank than you or more experienced, or who is genuinely just trying to help. Now, there is a key difference from taking criticism from random losers in your rank game to people you trust and look up to. My key advice is to only listen to advice from people who are in the place that you want to be. So for example, if you want to be able to reach Immortal in a much faster pace, learn how to genuinely improve in and outside of Valorant. For example, if you want to be able to reach Immortal in a much faster pace, learn how to genuinely improve in and outside of Valorant, and want to have pure fun and enjoyment doing so, then listen to me, because I've done and am doing all of this. But if I was someone who was silver and had a miserable life outside of gaming, then why should you listen to me? What information would I give you that I haven't even applied to myself yet? You must choose the right people to look up to and learn from, because in all honesty, this will make or break your journey in reaching that high rank. There's a reason why there's a saying that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Make sure those 5 people are all ahead of you, who all motivate you, and who all support you. And now finally, the last brutally honest piece of advice that I have for you guys today is that you aren't putting as much effort as you think you are. I know so many people around me who want all these flashy and materialistic things like a new sports car or a very high paying job or even potentially going pro in Valorant. But the hard truth that a lot of people must understand is that you aren't putting nearly enough work in. Like really, look back at your life and tell me, do you really think you deserve all those amazing things? I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Most people, and even including me right now at this stage in our life, do not deserve the aspirations that we're trying to achieve. That is the hard and brutal truth. I can't even count the amount of times someone has asked me for weight loss advice, or asked me advice to how to compete professionally in Valorant, or asked me advice on how to become a content creator, and they just end up quitting after a single week. It truly fucking pains me to see that. I've had so many students progress so much with me, and the moment they find an obstacle, instead of asking for help, instead of asking for a bit of guidance, they simply just quit because it's too hard. If you have aspirations and goals to maybe reach Immortal one day, or land a 6-figure job, or run a successful online business, you need to put in the fucking work. You need to put in effort, and you need to take it seriously. So get off your ass, drop your ego, and stop thinking about it so much and start actually doing. Again, this is Bruno advice that helps me rank up fast without needing to be a genius or have any talent, and combining all these lessons helps me tremendously with both my real life and maintaining a high rank in Valorant. If you need any help implementing any of these tips, or want to join the monthly wooden keyboard giveaway, potentially get paid to improve and play your favorite game, and get personal coaching from me, make sure to check out my VIP community, link down in the description and pinned comment. Thanks everyone for watching, and remember, you only fail when you stop trying. See you soon. Mwah.